Hello guys, and welcome back to the web development tutorial. In this final video I'm going to teach you Bootstrap, how you can use Bootstrap and how you can create some basics or beautiful websites so that you can start up and boost up your morale, or let's say confidence. Correct. We are going to make a decent looking website, something like this, for beginners. What we are going to use, we have studied HTML, CSS and JavaScript, correct? So we are going to implement that with we are going to make it in Bootstrap, correct? So Bootstrap is what? Bootstrap is a framework of CSS in which some libraries are provided. It is pre-built. We just have to use their classes and make beautiful websites, correct? So we'll see how you can work with Bootstrap. So first of all, go on to your browser and search for Bootstrap 5, correct? So you will get a link something like this. Just click on that. So from over here, this is your Bootstrap website, and from over here you can select the versions whichever you like. So the latest version is your 5.1.3. so you can, okay, latest one is your 5.2, so you can use that, but it is better to use 5.0.2. So yeah, let's start with it. So first of all, they have given some introduction. You can read it. So what they are saying, you just have to include the libraries and then you can use the Bootstrap, correct? So over here they have given the CSS library, the JS bundles, or you can also include the separate ones, and also they have given some starter template, correct? So go on to your VS Code. So I have already made this, so we are going to make it from scratch. So what I want you to do, make a new project. So we are going to make an e-commerce website, one page website. So call it, let's say index is already created, so we'll say home page, home.html, correct? So this is created. So first of all, what do? You include the boilerplate. If you want to remove this conditional ones, you can remove it, correct? Then go on to the Bootstrap website, and over here you will see a CSS link, correct? So just copy it from over here. We'll see how easy it is to use your Bootstrap. So go on to your head and just paste this, correct? Now again go to your Bootstrap website and now copy this bundle.js and also paste it in the head section, correct? So now you are all ready to use Bootstrap. So if you want to just see the starter template, just copy this and see how it works, what they have provided. Okay, they have provided all the tags. We don't want that. So let's not use this starter template. We'll see examples. Okay, so getting started, you can read all this and you can learn this. We are just going to make the project in this video. So you can go to overview and read all this, how you can work with it, correct? So they have given multiple components that you can use, forms, correct? So first of all, what we are going to do, so first thing in our website is our navbar, correct? We want a navbar in our website. So what do we do for that? Just go onto your Bootstrap and search for navbar. So you'll get bunch of different navbars. So this one looks like this. This is a simple navbar. This is one with the logo. This is one with the drop down. This is one with the search box. So let's say you are making a e-commerce, right? So what do you want? You want a search button also and some navigation links, correct? For that, which one will take? Let's see. Let's say we'll take this one. So just go over here and copy this code. Go onto your page and paste this. Correct? And make the server live. So yeah, now we are getting a nav bar over here. Correct? So it's this, you see, you don't have to do anything. CSS is pre-built. You just have to include some CSS classes. So we'll now see what classes they have used. So all of these classes are already made by the Bootstrap, correct? This navbar expand LG, navbar light, BG light, container fluid. So all these classes have different meanings. So as you work through with Bootstrap, you'll get to know what does each and every one of class do. Correct? So it is a huge library, correct? So all of the classes are not going to be covered in one video only. So we'll see which classes are more important and you can work with them, correct? So first of all, let's see, this is our navbar, correct? And what do we want to do? Let's say, first of all, we want to change the color of this navbar. It looks pretty dull, correct? So let's say which color, let's say we take blue only. So from where you can change the color. So if you observe over here, these are two classes which control your colors of fonts and your background. So this BG light provides you with the light background. If you go onto the Bootstrap and you scroll down, you'll observe they have provided with different navbars, correct? The simple black one, the blue one. So these all are classes only, correct? So let's say if you want to make your navbar black, what do? You just include this class BG dark, correct? If you want to make it blue, what do? You make it BG primary, correct? And navbar light is your regular one, correct? So let's say we want to make our navbar black. So what we'll say? We'll say BG dark, correct? So now your navbar is black. But if you observe, fonts are also black. So you can't see it properly. So what can we say? You can say navbar dark. So it will make your font white. Correct? So now it's visible. Correct? So now let's say what do we want to do? Let's say this home link, drop down and disable links. I want this links to be on the center of the page. And in this navbar, we'll put some logo or let's say our website's heading. Correct? So how you can do that? So over here, you can say MS Auto and search bar is here, no? So over here, you can say MX. This is the input box only. MX Auto. Correct? So it is now a little bit in the center, but this has come far. So what you can do? You can just remove it from over here. Yeah. So it's going there. So what can you do? Okay, so now it's coming properly. So what you can do is you can just provide the class name MX Auto to make it center. What do we want to make center? We want our links to be centered, correct? So we are providing this UL class MX Auto so that all the links in the UL will be centered, correct? So for that you have to get a better understanding of divisions and all that. So for that purpose only we have covered divisions and different classes and IDs. So now you can work with them, correct? So now it is looking decent. So let's say now change some texts. So in navbar we'll see our company's name. So let's say some merch you are launching, correct? Home link will be home only. Then let's say features. Let's say I don't want this disable link. And what do we provide over here? We'll say best sellers. Let's remove this, correct? Let's take this one and we'll say best selling, correct? So now we are getting our navbar, and also there is one drop down. Let's say we don't want drop down now, so you can just remove this drop down part. Instead of that, what you can say, you can just say about us, correct? So now it's looking good, but the margin is a little low. So what can you say is, go on to over here, just provide me3. Okay, it's not, let it be, it's looking good only. Okay, so now we have got our navbar, correct, and we have got our search one, and we have also provided this search button, correct? Let's say if red looks good on it. Yeah, so red is looking pretty good, we'll say with red. So how you can make it red? Just this btn outline danger, what does it imply? It implies that the border will be and the color will be your red, correct? So with success it will be green. If you go to your Bootstrap, so they have provided it in somewhere over here, I guess in alerts. Yeah, so from over here you can check out this classes, this primary, secondary, success, danger, warning, info, light, dark. So these are all the colors that you can get, right? So we are currently using this danger one and it's looking pretty good only, correct? So now what we want to do, let's say now in the next part we want a slider, correct? A slider with some text on it. So this slider is called as carousel. What you can do, just search carousel, so you'll get different types of carousels over here, correct? So what do we want? We want a carousel with some text, let's say. This one looks good, so we'll take this, correct? And let's say in the image part we provide some images. So I have already downloaded some images. You can put your own image. This is just for example purpose. Yeah, so we are getting our image and some text, correct? But the height of the images are changing and it's not looking very good. So what we can do, we can define max width, correct, max height, correct, to make it a little bit smaller. So with this you can also provide inline css, correct? So let's say in image section what we do, we'll say style, we'll say max height, and what you can say, let's say 600 pixels for now, or let's say we provide it somewhere around 650, correct? So it, yeah, so it is looking nice now, correct? Now provide this inline css for the three carousels that you have. So you can also provide a class and then put some css, but to this is only three carousels and we can do it faster, so we provided inline css, but it's not advisable to use inline css. you provide some classes and then use it, correct? So now it's looking decent. So what, let's see some classes which they have used in this carousel. So they have used carousel classes, indicators, button classes, correct? So this active one shows that this current carousel is active. This carousel item class shows this that they are the items of the classes, correct? Yeah. So let's move on with it. So now we have provided this. Let's say some text we want to provide now. If you observe over here, we are getting some texts. So let's improve them. Let's say what you can say. Welcome to the first ever merge. Yeah. So the color is decent only. We can work with it. And some text that you can provide. This is the best merge ever. Let's say in second one you also provide something. Only online shop in India to get this merge. Some text that you want to provide. Let's say for this we write anything that you want to write over here. Yeah. Yeah, so take some nice images with plain background, correct? So it looks nice. The images are not very good currently. But yeah, you can, you know how to create a carousel now. So you can take some better images and then you can work with it, correct? So what do we want to do next with our website? So let's say we want to provide some cards now. So to provide cards, what you can do, go on to the Bootstrap website and search for cards. You can also make this cards on your own via using your CSS Bootstrap classes. But if you are a beginner, so go on to the Bootstrap website and see how the CSS uh, class are defined. Then once you get the grip of it, then you can work with it on your own. Let's say we want this. Do we want some button or not? Let's say we don't want any buttons right now. We want some simple cards. So we'll see which one we'll take. Let's say we'll take this one only. So copy this card, go onto your website. After this division, just put your cards. And also don't forget to provide comments time by time on every section. So let's say this is my card section, correct? So what can I say? I can say features. We are going to show features over here, correct? Then what was this? This is my carousel. So what you can say? You can say hero section, and you can say navbar. So you'll better understand the flow, correct? So go on to the website and see how it is looking. So we are getting some class like this. So now what do I want to do? I want to put some icon over here which looks nice. So there are many ways. You can just go on to the Google search and take some icons, or let's say photos. But there is one website which is called as Font Awesome. So you can go on to it, create your account there, and after creating an account, it will ask you to create your own kit. So what does it do? So it will allow you to use some let's say icons, correct, for free. If you are getting your free package, it will allow you to use some free cool icons, correct? So you can see that there are many free icons over here. So let's say we want to use some icons. So which one will say let's say setting is there. Just search for setting, and you can take this one, the gears, and you can just copy this and go on to over here. You can take out the image. We'll check with the, we'll put some style with it. We'll say color is your let's say black only. Color, let's say blue for now. Font size, we'll say 40 pixels. Okay, so we haven't included the your icon link. So what you can do, you can just go on to your kits, and the first thing that you have to do, we forgot to do. So this is your kit, correct? So click on your kit after you have created it, and from over here you will get a JS library for these icons. So go on to your head section and just paste this. So now you'll be able to see your icons correctly, correct? So let's say we want to provide black icon only. Yeah, so it's looking something like this now. Now what I want to do, we want to create 3 cards, correct? So just copy this, correct? But now there will be a issue. So what we are getting, we are getting 3 cards, correct? But we are getting them in a different rows in the single column, correct? So to remove that, what you can do, so there is one container class. So what does container class do? It is basically, let's say, your most outer class. It will treat your whole content as one container, and time by time format your document so that it's easier for you to read. Yeah, so now we have created a container, but this won't solve our issue. So if you observe, this container has come over here now. So this is your a container, correct? So we have created a container. Now what we can say, we want to create a row, correct? So create a row class, correct? And in the row class, put all of your cards. So now we are getting it in one line, correct? So now what you can say, you can create a column class, and in that what we are going to say, let's say we want to create 3 columns, correct? So you can just say MD4. And for now, remove this two other cards and format it once again so that you can easily see. So yeah, now this column class, this is our whole card. What you can say, just put this class for 3 times. Yeah, so now we are getting the cards correctly. But what is the issue now? We are not getting any margin over here. Correct. So what you can say, in the container class, you can define empty5. So what does empty stands for? It stands for margin top. Correct. So now we are getting some margin on top of this. So now it's looking good. But still your ears are not coming in the center. Correct. So what you can say, justify content and then you can center. Or else what you can say, we in this example, what did we use? So let's say in this example we used display only. So let's say we use that only, align items, and we can say center. Then we can first of all, let's say display flex. Yeah, then what we did, we use justify content will do. Let's say we make our content center. Yeah, so now we are getting it in center only. So yeah, center is looking good. So copy this I tag. Yeah, now we are getting decent look. So let's say font size is not enough, we'll use, let's say 4 rem. Yeah, so it's looking good now. Yeah, so it's looking good now. Correct. Now let's say this boxes are square type. Correct, the border is square. Let's say you want to provide the box as outline as rounded. So for that, what you can do, you can say border radius and we'll say 20 pixels. So yeah, this is looking decent. We'll use this border radius only, 20 pixels. Yeah, so now we are getting decent. Let's say now we want to provide some uh, heading to it. So just provide your h1 tag, and in the class also, let's say we make it with bootstrap class. What you can say, h1 dot h1. So there is h1 to h6 have the same class in bootstrap, h1 to h6. So what you can say, features. Correct. You can just make it center. Yeah, and we'll say Yeah, so it's looking decent now. Let's say we want to provide an HR after this. Yeah, line is not looking good. Okay, so this is looking good only. Now let's say we write some text. Best and fastest services to your doorstep with COD available. Order now. Correct. So let's say you can create different icons also. Let's say we want to get some, for delivery we want to get some truck. We can just search for truck. And these are also your classes only. So just copy this class, and in this, instead of this classes, provide the classes that you copied. So it copied the whole thing. We don't want the whole thing. Correct. So now we'll get a truck which looks something like this. We take this one, and let's say what else we want to put it over here. Let's say in service, okay, so cashback guarantee, we can provide something like that. So take this money one, put it over here. So yeah, now we are getting it like this. Correct. So our next section is also done. Now what we want to do, when I click on features, it should go to this features part. So how I can do that? So for that, what do we provide? We provide IDs, correct? So let's say in this class we provide ID as feature, and go on to your nav bar. We have features over here, correct? So just provide feature over here. Now when you click on feature, you'll go to the features part, correct? So let's say next section, what we want to do, let's say we'll put this best selling products after this. First of all, we'll see this, how you can take this. So you if you want to create this on your own, it's pretty easy, but for now we'll see how you can get it for with no code. You don't have to write anything. So what you can do, go on to the Bootstrap, and over here you can see one examples tab. So over here you can see various examples of layouts, correct? So you can check out any one of them and take any of you like. So what you have to do, you can just go on to here, and you can say download examples, or you can say download source code, correct? So after that you will get a zip file, and just extract it into your computer. So let's say I have extracted it already to save some time. So you will get a file Bootstrap 5.2 examples. So over here you will get every examples that you want to use, correct? And also if you don't want to use online library, which we have included, the Bootstrap library, what you can do, you can download the Bootstrap, and then you can provide the relative path to it, correct? So let's say products, go on to the products, and you'll get a HTML file over here. So what you can say, you can just say open with let's say Visual Studio Code. Correct. So now we are getting it. So if you want to see how it looks like, so you can just click go live. Okay, so it's going live for this one only. Okay, so we have two index files, that's why. No worries. You can go onto the Bootstrap site and you can check out which one is it. So we are onto this product one. So you can see how your layout is looking. So this is your layout. So let's say what do I want to get it from here. So let's say this is looking nice. So I want to take this part from here. And the footer is also nice. So we'll take the footer also. So there are various examples. You can take any one of them. Currently we are taking this one, but let's say if you are liking this one, you can take this one also. Correct. So now go to the VS Code. Let's say which one do we want to take. Let's say this one we want to take. Just copy this, go onto your page, and where do we want to get it? So copy this. Let's say coming soon. Just paste it over here. See how it looks. So this is not live right now, that's why it's not refreshing. Just port this and make your home page live. Close this one, and yeah, now you can see it's looking decent. So you can also change the color for it. Let's say we write it here, coming soon. To your doorstep in minutes. Anywhere, everywhere. Get it now. Is there anything that you want to like? Doesn't matter. Let's say what else we can do with this. So coming soon part, let's say we want to make it red only. Okay, so now it's looking nice. Both the buttons are looking nice now. Correct. So now what we can say. So let's say this part is done. Now let's say what do we want to provide. Let's say we want to provide some additional cards. So in the examples you can take anyone that you like. You can also add this jumbotron if you like to. So go on to the Bootstrap examples. Over here you'll get the jumbotrons part. You can see how jumbotrons is looking. So let's take this jumbotrons, right? It's looking nice. We'll say about us. We'll make this at about us. Correct. So let's just click on it and open with Visual Studio Code. let's take this jumbotron from over here, and after this part, let's format this document first. It's not looking nice. Okay, we'll say about us. Yeah, now let's see how it looks on our website. Yeah, so we by mistake we took that also jumbotron example. Yeah, so you can just remove this header from over here. Yeah, so now it's looking nice, correct? And also when you are using Bootstrap, you don't have to worry about your flexibility. You don't have to provide media queries and all that for different devices, and Bootstrap takes care it for you. So if you see, it will look nice on any mobile devices also, correct? So it will take care it for you. So yeah, let's say let's change some colors from it. Let's say which color will suit over here. Let's make it something. So remove BG light from over here and provide your own style. Let's say ground color yellow. Let's select some shade of yellow. Okay, and let's uh, make other changes also. Let's say what do we want to do. Let's make color white. Let's make it white only. Okay, now let's change the color of other two cards also. We'll provide this one as some other color. Let's say some other light color. Okay, let's provide the same for the last card also. Where did we put it? Let's remove this BG light from over here. Provide the style. Let's select some other colors. Okay, so make color on your own choices. Just make it look nice. Now what you can say, you can say we are, let's say, since 1998 old, we are very old. Say we are the best merge on the web ever. Try us. Correct? Okay, so now it's looking nice. So in this section we'll provide ID also. We'll say ID is equal to about us, and in the navbar, go to your navbar. Over here provide about us. Okay, so you'll go to the about us section now. So yeah, it's looking decent. Put some color here also, whichever you want to like. Let's say these colors are not looking very good, pardon me. We provide some darker color only so that we can provide it everywhere. Let's say we will provide shades of yellow. Okay, now we have provided with about us, coming soon section. Now let's try and provide best selling. So go on to your Bootstrap, go on to the docs and search for cards. You can create cards for that only. We'll see which one you can use. Let's say container fluid will create one row. Okay, we'll create one column. We'll say MD6. We'll create two of them. Correct. Inside here, what, let's say we want to provide some image with, let's say, class image fluid image src, let's say p1.jpg. Over here let's provide some paragraph tag, provide some lorem. Let's see how it looks. Okay, so we are getting a card something like this. So let's provide margin top over here. Also let's provide some best sellers. Let's make this center. Yeah, looking decent now. What else we can say? in the row, what you can say, border, you can say rounded to, me to. Okay, so it's looking nice now. So what we did over here, so first of all we made a container fluid. So what does it mean? So it works like your flex box, so we can provide contents side by side. After that, what we created a h1 tag. We put some heading into it, correct? Then what we are saying, we provided a row, so we created this row, one row, and then inside it we have also provided some classes like border rounded to, and p3. So what does this classes do? So border will create some border, rounded to will uh, make your border radius, then p3 will put some padding, and then we are creating a column. Then we are creating two columns. So first one is this column, the image column, and this one is your text column, correct? So we made this. Now what you can say, just copy this row, and inside over here what you can do is take this image out, put it like this. So now you will get better cards, correct? So you can create multiple cards like this, anything that you want. So you can provide the photos according to you, it's up to you, correct? So let's provide one more, and then we'll over this section. So just provide this section again only, and what you can say is take this again down, correct? So yeah, now we are getting some nice cards. So over here you can provide your products. So if there are multiple products, what you can do, you can put multiple small cards in single rows, correct? So but we took this so that you can get different card ideas, correct? So now we are done. So which section was this? So it's best selling, correct? So provide an ID for this. Let's say ID is equal to best selling, and in your go to your navbar now, and inside best selling provide hashtag best selling. Check if the both IDs are same only, otherwise it won't work. Yeah, so it's working only, correct? So now what you can do, let's say we want to provide some customer reviews, correct? So it will look nice. So we can also take cards for this. So let's say if there are some nice cards or not, otherwise we'll take examples. So there are some nice cards in examples also. So first let's see that, so that you get an idea how you can use them. In the example sections, if you see over here, these are some nice cards that you can use. Also, if you want to use this, you can use this also. But we created our own card. So if you want to use this, go ahead and you can use this. Let's say I want to provide some details in my this part. So where can I get that? So first of all, see which one is this. So it's the carousel one. Go on to your downloaded code. There is one carousel. Just open it with VS Code, Visual Studio Code. Let's first check if it's this. Okay, it's that only. So first that is navbar, then there is your carousel effect. Now we can take this to provide our customer reviews. Go on to your page, you can say happy, let's say customer reviews. Format this document once. Okay, now see how it's looking onto your website. Okay, let's put this inside a container. Let's take out this class first. Let's provide some empty to it. Okay. Now what you can say, let's see. So remove this SVG from over here. Let's keep it there only so that we can take the classes from it. You can just provide image tag over here. And let's download some user images. So you can download any free image that you want to. Okay, just take this class from here, height and width also. Yeah, close the tag. So we are getting some nice image now. So you can provide some customer name. So we are also getting this. You can remove this. Yeah, so now it's looking good. So what you can say, let's say best, some customer review you are getting. So currently we are making everything static, but when you connect it with backend, all the customer review should come here, correct? So best experience till now. Go on quality product received or something like that, correct? Anything you want to put. So take this SVG from here, put it, put your image there. Take this rectangle and text and SVG. Remove this. Remove all this. Correct. Correct. So now we are getting some nice customer reviews. content is very much okay. Okay, so now we are getting the customer reviews as well. What should we do? We should just provide one heading to it, correct? H1, let's say happy customers. Will provide some ID. In the nav bar, we'll say our customers. Our customers. Which ID did we provide? Customers only, correct? Okay. Let's make this centric. Let's provide some okay, so now it's looking pretty good, correct? You can go and adjust this width of your cards if you want to. You already know how to, correct? So now we have created some sections, and let's say now we want to create some footers. So we saw some nice footers, correct? Let's say whichever footer you want to, like, go on to your examples tab and you can take it from there. Let's say this blog page, does it have a nice footer? So it has a simple footer, so we can take this. Or the product footer was nice. Let's take the blog footer only. So go on to your downloaded section, blog, open with Visual Studio Code. Let's take this footer. Footer, format the document properly. So this is our page. Let's okay, so this footer is not looking very nice. Let's try to edit it. Okay, so this footer is not looking very nice. We'll not take this. Let's take the one that I have already edited. So I have taken this from your which one? Your products one only. So you can go on to the products page and take the footer from there. Okay, let's change this background color. Okay, okay, yeah, so it's looking good only. Let's remove this background color for now. G right. Okay, so it's looking good only. So yeah, now we have created the basic one page website. Feature sections you have created best sellers, you have created our customers, about us. Yeah, so all of the sections that are needed we have already created. So yeah, this is how you can work with your Bootstrap. So this is just a simple page, so you need to work more with Bootstrap to get better at it and get the better understanding of the classes. So yeah, but this is the basics, and you can create a beautiful websites just with the basics, and it makes the work very easier. Yeah, so I hope you have learned something new throughout this course. And if you have liked this course so far, do like this and share this so that everyone can see this. Yeah, that's about it. I'll see you next time. Bye.